capable of doing, motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. Legendary college football coach Lou Holtz. Welcome to the 10-Minute Sales Talk Podcast with Terry Cameron. This is our 5th episode, and we're going to talk a little bit about statistics. But before we get there, I need to remind you how to get a hold of me. Right now, email me at 10minutessalestalk@hot.rr.com. That's the number 10minutessalestalk@hot.rr.com. Let me know what you think about the podcast so far. Ask me any kind of questions. I'll be more than happy to try to get back to you personally or maybe answer it on a future episode. So before we get started, I want to congratulate you once again for your choice in choosing sales, more particularly car sales, as your next career. It's an exciting career, and it's, like I say every week, the sky's the limit, and every day is different, as long as you come to work with the right attitude. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some statistics, and the statistics that I want to talk about are just to help you get some buy-in. So when you get to the dealership, or you decide you want to sell cars, or you're already selling cars, you're just not quite sure why you're doing it, you need to know about these statistics. The object of the game, and that's what this is, it's a number game, is to put you in a position to where you have a greater chance of succeeding than failing. And that's what we're going to do. Hell, it works in Vegas. They do it all the time. They play the odds every day, every game. Doesn't seem like they're going out of business anytime soon. So that's what we want to do. We want to play the odds. I once heard somebody tell me that people lie, numbers don't. So I'm going to believe the numbers, and hopefully you will too. Let's get started. The first thing you need to know when a customer comes on your lot, that 80% of them are going to buy within a week. That means 8 out of 10 are going to buy within a week from the minute they step on your lot. When they cross that curb, they're in the market and they're going to buy. The other 20% either are going to wait a little while or not buy at all, one or the other. But 8 out of 10 are going to be buying within a week. You should get those sales. You know, and I hate when one of my salespeople answer the question like, do you have any black in stock? And they answer the question, no. Right away, the customer's ready to leave. There's no reason for him to stay anymore. The car they came to look for isn't there. Know this, though. 86% of them are flexible on color, trim, and equipment. So when they come in and ask for a color like black, tell them, heck, I believe we do, but let me ask you this. What's your second favorite color? How about dark gray or maybe silver? Who cares what they say? If they choose any of those, it just tells you they're flexible, whether you have any of those cars in stock or not. The other thing you need to know is 71% of the people bought their car because they liked and trusted their salesperson. Think about this. Would you buy a car from somebody that you didn't like? Would you buy any high-ticket item from somebody you don't like, especially when there's other choices right down the road? 78% of your service customers, the ones that are already doing business with the dealership, will consider buying another car from you while they're there. You need to market these people. They already like your dealership, or they wouldn't be spending time in your service department. Here's a good one. 95% of all the customers are going to buy another car. It's a shame that 90% of them can't remember what their salesperson's name is after about a year. And if you're going to be selling cars and they're going to be buying cars, why wouldn't you stay in touch with them? That's a guaranteed sale down the road. And we need those 6, 12 months, 3 years, 4 years down the road, just as bad as we need them right now. Stay in touch with your customers. They're buying another car. Another number I heard is that each family is worth 36 cars to the salesperson's career. 36 cars over the course of your career from one family. That's huge. Customers only physically shop anywhere between 1.2 and 2.4 dealerships before they make their purchase. 1.2 and 2.4 compared to 6, 7, or 8 just a couple 10, 12 years ago. So when they're on your lot, especially when you know they're going to be buying within a week, they're there to buy regardless what they say. Here's another cool statistic. 50% of customers say they bought on the spot when they got what they thought was a good presentation demonstration. In a couple more episodes, we're going to go over how to do a good presentation and demonstration and just exactly what that means. But think about that again, 50% bought on the spot. So let's add this up a little bit. 10 customers that you give 100% of process to every single week, give them a really good presentation demonstration, at least what they think is a really good presentation demonstration, and you're going to deliver 5 cars that week. 5 cars, 4 weeks, 20 cars equals 6 figures. That's what I call professional wages in the car business. Also remember, 30% of the people you know have a family member that's going to be buying a car in the next 90 days. They're buying from you if they like you and you stay in touch with them. You have to stay in touch with these people. There's just so many reasons why you should be touching base with them, especially the money. There's a story I like to tell about a customer that I met in our showroom just a couple years ago. This gentleman was what we called a platinum customer. Over the previous 7 years, he spent close to $400,000 on purchases at our dealership. And as I was sitting there talking to him, I asked him who sold him his first car, and he pointed across the showroom at one of our better salespeople and said, "That young man right there did, and he did a great job." So I asked him, "Well, why did you ask for him the subsequent times?" He said, "I just couldn't remember his name." So that meant that salesperson missed out on about 6 new truck sales. The customer went on to tell me that not only did he purchase those cars, but his wife purchased 2 cars, and there were countless other customers that he referred to the dealership that purchased cars. So if this salesperson followed the rules and believed in the numbers and stayed in touch with his customers, there would have been a lot more sales. It's a shame that happens every day because we don't believe in following up with our customers and that they're going to come back again. The numbers say they will, so why don't they come back and see you? Over the next few episodes, we're going to talk about some more numbers, some more statistics that have a lot to do with your future in the car business and what effect that they'll have on your income. But first, you need to get the buy-in. That means believe in the numbers that we talked at the beginning of this episode. They're true. They're real. They're the type of statistics that give me hope and should give you hope when you're thinking about coming into the car business, or you're just new in the car business, or even better yet, you've been doing this for a while and you forgot what it was like when you first started. I'm not sure where I heard this quote, but even if you're on the right track, if you're not moving, you're going to get run over. Now, the statistics may be a little bit different, but if you're selling something other than cars, then you should still pay attention to some of the things that we talk about here. It branches across all different types of sales. One other thing, if you think that this is helping you and you know anybody else that may be interested in listening to my podcast, please point them in my direction. I sure could use all the subscribers, and I need all the questions, and I need all the 5-star reviews I can get. So until next week, remember, the sky's the limit. See you in a week.